Welcome back to Marbella Now. My name is Nicole King, and this week's program is going to be a special edition before we go back into the new studio setup at RTV Marbella's, recording here today at La Fonda Hotel.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Halfway twisted.
Before we go up to the roof terrace, let's have a chat with Christina, who is the operations manager here at the hotel. And by magic, here she is, Christina. Hi.
How are you doing? Lovely to see you.
Lovely
around.
to see you, and very excited to be back here at the hotel. It is so beautiful. Really, the refurbishment is so 8-star. You must be very proud.
Yeah, proud and happy because it's really a wonderful opportunity to be able to work in a beautiful place. It's not always that you have the chance to do so.
And the upstairs or terrace you will see in a moment. What a beautiful rooftop terrace. The views and the photographs that you get up there is spectacular.
Yes, it's our hidden jewel, among with the restaurant also in the patio. But there you see all the roofs of the houses. You can see also the sea, the bells of the church ringing. It's like being in an old town, really.
Some people think that Marbella is Puerto Banús. It seems to be the go-to place, but really the old town is the go-to place, and that is what makes, I think, this hotel so very extra special, apart from the exquisiteness, the style, the luxury, the wonderful restaurant. Tell us a bit about what you offer at the hotel.
Well, we have different spaces. We have a wonderful restaurant, like you said, with Spanish food, an amazing chef. I believe it's one of the best restaurants in Marbella. You have a hidden patio full of flowers and greens, and it's really amazing. Then we have La Bodega de la Fonda, which is for tapas outside in the patio, different vibe. And then we have the Sky Bar that you know to have lovely drinks. And tomorrow we have a wonderful party, a power party that I totally recommend. The whole hotel is going to be open. All the 3 bars are going to be open, and it's going to be just really amazing with an international DJ coming to play the really wonderful vibe. And so we're really hoping that they come and check us out.
Really looking forward to it. If you haven't been yet, come to see La Fonda. It's a heritage hotel. It really is wonderful. They've got a revamped monastery in there. I mean, the chapel is...
It's the Ermita de San Sebastián from the 16th century. We are a relais chateau, and so we always have to have something interesting. And what we have is like I say, the stones. Apart from the history of the restaurant, the first Michelin star and all that in Marbella during the 60s. And the stones, this ermita that was found, like a chapel, that was found during the refurbishment because they didn't know that it was here. So it was amazing to find all of the sudden in 16th century, to think that in the 1500s somebody was there praying. It was really amazing.
It is amazing. You're amazing. The hotel is amazing. Very honoured that we're recording our last show of the Out and About season, finishing off our summer here with you, Christina. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's go meet the guests.
Come on.
I am delighted to welcome as my first guest of the afternoon as CIT Member of the Week. This is coming from the Recoletas Salud Hospital. This is a new boutique hospital, but very, very high tech. And to tell us more, we have Octavia.
Hello, Octavia. You can say
Octavia,
Octavia.
it's lovely. In English, it would be Octavia.
Yes.
But it's a beautiful name, Octavia.
Thank you.
It's an unusual name. Not everyone has that name. That's nice.
No, thank you.
So you've come to represent this new hospital, which is new in Marbella. You've opened in the city centre.
Yes.
And although it's boutique, from the little bit I've been reading, very, very specialised machinery, equipment,
Yes.
detection, things. I mean, you're going very much for the top of the range diagnostics and service.
Yes, even that's 20 rooms. It's like a boutique hospital, as you said. But we have 4 surgical theaters provided with the best technology, and also a diagnostic imaging unit that helps a lot for the diagnostic of the pathologies that we serve there.
This is a big group, though, isn't it, of hospitals? This isn't a one-off. You have hospitals
Yes.
all around Spain.
Recoletas belongs to a group, a national Spanish hospital group that has more than 35 years history already in Spain, but it's not so well known in Andalusia because it arrived here lately in the last months.
So, Octavia, I see that you have Dr. de la Torre. Now, this is very delicate operation when you're talking about spines, neurology and spinal operations. But from what I'm understanding, that your facilities are that top quality that you really are going to be like specializing in really delicate operations. So people are going to want to come to Marbella just to come to your hospital.
Yes, this is going to be something quite new here because we have a dedicated a surgical theater that's specific to neurosurgery. We are replicating an Instituto Neurovertebral that the Recoletas group has already in another city in Spain, in Burgos, and we have been lucky that Dr. de la Torre is heading the department because he has a huge reputation in this field, and neurosurgery, as you know, is a very delicate specialty.
Exactly. So to have someone as renowned
To
as
have
Dr. de la
someone
Torre
and
is...
to have such a theater so well technologically equipped is indeed there are only 4 theaters of that characteristics in Spain.
It really is very impressive.
Yes.
I also like very much that you're concentrating a lot on women's issues,
Yes.
but not just medically, but also in the sense of women can go and meet and do Pilates and have like a social aspect, like kind of
Yes.
building a little hospital community in the coffee shop as well. I like that you're looking at all angles, from
Yes.
the top speciality to the one-on-one, building an actual
Yes,
relationship.
because we wanted to create what a comprehensive women's health unit. That means also that was an idea that we started about a couple of months ago. We hold meetings talking about different topics that worry us as women. For example, the first one was about menopause, and it had a lot of acceptation, and they were asking us for more. We held another one just this weekend, this last Saturday, about HPV virus. That is also a very important topic in women's health. And of course, you are invited to any of them if you like, and any woman that is watching us.
Well, it's lovely that you do, as I say, little events and group
Yes.
talks and things that just...
They have been very successful because, for example, with the menopause one, we held a yoga session. Afterwards, we offer a healthy breakfast. The last one, it was also together with a nutritional talk about the best habits we can acquire to have a better health.
And that's important. I mean, I know I have lots of questions now when I eat things that I realise that my body reacts that it didn't before.
Yeah, completely
It
different.
just suddenly the things that I
Yes.
used to eat, like a tomato. Who would know a tomato could upset your life so much? So it is important to learn about the nutrition
it
as
is
well
important.
as we get older. So are you from this area, or did you come down here because of the job?
No, I am not from, you mean from Marbella?
Yeah.
No, I am from Madrid, but I've been living already here in Marbella for more than 6 years.
You're loving it, huh?
Yes, I love it here.
I lived in Madrid for 20 years and I loved it.
Yeah,
But I
it's
love
a
it
nice
here more.
city. Yeah, to
But
live
it's nice
permanently is better
it's nice
here,
to
I
be
think.
back. Well, I really thank you very much for a first introduction
Uh-huh.
to the Recoletas Salud Hospital, new boutique hospital, 20 rooms, very, very specialized hospital with its equipment and everything. So I'm really delighted to meet you.
Thank you.
And let's make this the first of many. I know you're a little nervous on this, the first attempt, but you've done great. And when you get a bit more settled, because I know you've got lots of new things coming into the hospital as well.
Yes, we are starting indeed very soon the cardio to serve about all the cardiovascular issues of the city of Marbella, of the citizens of Marbella. And we are also very soon opening our emergency service and our ICU unit, what is going to allow us to offer all the health needs to the Marbella.
Fully comprehensive then.
Yes.
So that's watch this space. That's coming soon.
Yes.
When it's ready, Octavia, please come back.
Emergency, okay,
And then we can follow up and
Okay.
and tell everyone how it's going.
great.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nicole.
Didn't you do well? When you think of car or motorbike insurance, think Linear Director. When you most need your insurance company, Linear Director are there for you. With tow trucks, courtesy car, mechanics, legal advice, even overnight stay in a hotel if you need it. There's a whole department dedicated to us Brits with people who speak English there to help us. If you're looking for an insurance policy that really takes all your needs into consideration whilst you're driving in Spain, then Linear Director really is the company for you. Why don't you give them a call? 952 14 78 34 or contact them online. Thank you, Danny.
It's a brand new day. Hey, hey, hey. It's a brand new day. Halfway twisted, you've been out of shape, and you feel like you've missed it. You dropped out the race, and as time flies by,
Welcome to Exotica.
your eyes wide, you feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Life's ways shifted, falls in place, and you feel like you live there. It's where angels
No te quites de medio. Eso, sonrisa.
open up your eyes wide. You know it's gonna go your way.
Aí já fala com Francisca, fica bonito.
It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day.
Ay. Ay, ganaste.
Gracias.
Zero, zero. Welcome to a soccer.
Delighted to welcome Deborah Smith to the programme. This delightful young lady does pole dancing, but more really pole exercising, pole fitness.
Yeah.
What do you say when you say what you're doing? Because it sounds
Pole
like,
dance.
It is
Yeah.
it's pole dance.
Pole dance, yeah.
Pole dance. It has that, like, you feel like from the old days, it's like the, you know, the sexy clubs and things, and yet now it's become very popular
Yeah.
to actually work out doing dance with a pole.
Yeah. It's not always dance though, is it? Because often we don't dance around, we're doing fitness. So it depends who you're talking to.
Yes. Well, Soraya, our camera girl from here, from Radio Televisión Marbella, she does pole dance and she's super fit.
Yeah.
And you're right, it's not dancing. It's very controlled exercise movements, but she flies around that pole. Amazing, because you have to have a lot of body, body strength.
You get the strength from doing the pole. So it's not to say if you don't have the strength, you can't do it. You will get it eventually. So you just got to keep at
It's
it.
like everything, you've got to practice.
Yeah, exactly. It will build your strength. It will come.
Well, I love the idea that you're going to be doing classes at Allegre Studio. Our lovely Kate Emily Hill has opened up Allegre Studio, which is right next to Mr. Noodles on the roundabout by La Sala, Oak, Puerto Banús. And this space is to give classes. And that is how I met the lovely Deborah, because she's going to be giving pole dance classes there. Do you have your date set yet?
Yes, we are the 16th of October. And we're going to start as a Thursday. So we're going to do evening class, 8:15 to 9:15. And then the Friday morning, we'll do 10 o'clock till 11 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, starting on the 16th.
I'm really excited for you.
Oh,
Really
thank
excited
you. I'm so
for Kate
excited.
as well, because you're getting people into a studio. Did you know Kate before, or did
No.
you met her because of the space?
Yeah, I just went to have a look. And I was like, great, perfect. It looks a good size. So I brought one of the poles that went up and yeah, we took it from there. That was it. So hopefully we'll get the beginners class started, because this is just beginners. And then maybe we'll introduce something else, more like a choreography or a flow class, something.
Exactly. You found your space, and now it's literally just to find your feet, find your grip,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
get in there. How did you get involved with pole dance?
I started a course many years ago now, maybe 11 years ago. And that was in Calahonda, not Riviera, sorry. And that was just it was like 1 hour a week, but very beginners. And yeah, I just loved it. I was not going to miss that class, and it was a bit of a drive for me at the time. But yeah, it was great. So that's how I started, and never stopped.
Nice, because I suppose you meet nice people, apart from getting fit, and I suppose if you're looking after kids and you've got work and things like that, it just breaks it up a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just nice to get out and meet people. I'm still friends with the girls now from all that time ago. So yeah.
And now you're getting your own girls to come in and starting a new group.
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it? When you
Exciting.
learn something and then you get to such a point where it's like, I can share this with other people as well now.
That's the main thing. That's why I really like to do the beginners, because I like the introduction into pole, and I think it's quite important how you get into it. If you go to your first class and you don't like it, you know, you're not going to go back, and it's not always easy for everybody. So my job is to just make it as comfortable, as fun and as friendly atmosphere as possible for the girls to come.
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Well, I'm going to sign myself down for the Friday morning one,
Sure.
please. The
You're
beginners
on the
class,
list.
Friday the 17th, is that?
Yeah, it will be, yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to sign up for that one. I'm
Yeah.
going to give it a go. I don't have much upper body
You won't
strength,
be doing
but I
much.
have been working out, trying to get some, so I can pick my grandkids.
No, we won't be climbing the first day. It will just be doing nice little spins around the poles.
But it was wonderful to see how well Kate did.
She was so good.
She was, wasn't it? 'Cause, I mean,
she
you
really
just
enjoyed
fly
it.
around that pole. It's poetry in motion.
Yeah.
But to watch also Kate giving it a go for the first time.
And it was nice because you can see that she's proud herself. She was like, yeah.
Yeah, she did. She's like, I did it. Like,
And it's good for that, for the recognition. That's what's, yeah, it's good. It's rewarding.
well, a great way to meet people, have a bit of fun, do something different. do a little bit of exercise, but I know that laughing is also good exercise.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're going to laugh a lot.
And confidence, build confidence as well, because, you know, sometimes you're in this zone where, as a mom or whatever, as people at work that don't get out much, like you say, it's just to give yourself that little, oh, look at me, that little confidence boost.
Well, I actually like when we talked about this on the Good Morning Spain, and Holly was saying about how she likes the sensuality part of it. And I thought that was nice.
Yeah.
Because it is one thing is like to be women, but to actually look at yourself in the mirror, like you were saying, you're not used to doing the pole dance unless there's a mirror there.
Oh,
but there's a looking at oneself and being happy with what you see,
What you
know, and
achieve.
feeling female and at the same time. I think it's lovely.
Yeah, I've seen many girls come through the door on day one, and the difference between like the 8 weeks, change their hair, they've got all these new pole clothes, and just feeling good, like you say.
And that's the most important thing, is just to feel good in ourselves as we are.
Yeah.
Doing things to get healthier and having fun, always added in, always good.
It's a win-win.
It is a win-win. Well, best of luck.
Oh, thank you.
We'll
see you there.
Yes, I will bring my camera with me.
Yeah,
and then we
please.
can. Everyone can have a giggle.
Yeah, sure.
At my expense. I don't mind. I'll take one for the team. Deborah, thank you ever so much.
Oh,
sweetheart.
thank you. It's been great.
Out nice and wide, straight. So you're gonna step, take this leg out, twist, twist, twist all the way. Then you're gonna step next to the standing foot. But as you step down, you're gonna remove this foot, the inside foot. So step, as you step, remove the foot, bring it back around, so you're back in your starting position. Okay, and as you go around, you're gonna do a slight bend with the knee. So you go into a kind of squat position here. Here, and straighten, back to the start. Right, so this one at the top, this one down there. So, on the ball. Okay.
Wow.
Like that? Yeah. So, have a couple of goes, and then we'll switch sides. Okay. Very nice. Let's switch sides. So again, exactly the same. Inside arm, outside arm, move across. Here.
Amazing. Okay, right. Okay.
Good. And then, yeah, so one more. Good. Take that arm out and just be one-handed. So here. So it's the other hand, so we do this hand grip.
Okay.
So then try to reach a little high. So just the same on your other hand. Yay!
Oh my god. Okay, shall I do one more?
Yeah. Try.
Do you know what? I think I should say, once you get kind of like the movement, it's like, okay, right, do you know what? Got this. But it's just kind of like the nerves to begin with.
Yeah, of course, yeah. As I say, as long as you've got the grip. Step in. Beautiful.
Oh my god, Debbie. Just easy. Okay, right, can you do one more
Yes,
just
of
so I
course,
can
of course, yeah. So we're going to start the same way to the side of the pole, facing forwards. Inside arm comes up. This time we're going to step with the outside foot. So we step, turn in towards the pole, okay, so that the pole is kind of in the armpit. You're going to take the outside leg out, and you're going to fall so that the pole sticks on the back of the knee.
Okay.
So as you fall into it, the pole will be on the back of the knee. You're going to bring that foot up, bend the other leg, so you're in this position, and you're going to spin. Say it again. But we're just going to spin. Oh gosh. Amazing. Just take the outside of the leg. Okay. Right. Yeah. Oh! Tons of experience. Right.
Oh, that's better.
legs through and you're in your attitude position, reverses. So then you take off the top hand to the floor. This is called tray grip. So your hands upside down, between the finger and the thumb. Sweep this leg closer to the pole. You can sweep that here so that you're facing the pole. And then you can just come up here. So,
I'm definitely going to have to do that slowly.
Yeah, when you're on the floor, so I'll show you one more time. It's a lot to remember. So, floor, this leg's going to slide through, so you're in this position. Top hand comes to the floor, inside out, comes up, so your palms facing the ceiling. Sweep this leg, bring these together, turn to face the pole, keep the hand. Okay. And then, top outside out, right hand comes up, take the weight in the arm so that you bring it onto your toes. And just come out and stick your arm on your
Okay, right, so we've done.
whichever side you want to do. Okay, so we've done that one. So we're going backwards here. Yeah, nice. And now, so this leg is just going to slide through the gap. So yes, exactly. I'm going to take hand to the floor. So change the grip. So the palms facing up. So cross it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sweep this leg around to join this thing, and then turn to face. No, I'm stuck there. So you're going to have to go the other way then. That's okay. This way. Sweep in. Yes. In this way. Okay. Yeah. Almost there. More or less.
And then what like
Okay,
that?
and then here, take this hand up. Okay. So high, and this one you want really forearm to be on the pole. Take the weight in your arms and then just come up to your toes. Yay! Nice.
But that was taking my mouth.
Yeah, I'll go ahead with you. So, yeah. Calf, big hip. That's it, yeah. Good. Nice. Oh! Okay. Do you know that this was so dizzy? And the same again. This way. So this side, this side, for example. Inside out and down. Yeah. Kind of inside knee. And go backwards. Back. Ooh, yay, nice. Good. Ooh. Amazing.
Linear Director appreciates just how important our pets are to us, and that's why they brought out one of the most comprehensive insurance policies on the market from just €39.90 a year. Give them a call on 952 147834 or from the website lineardirector.com.
Hero, welcome to Hard Rock Hotel Marbella.
Thanks to my lovely Elena Olfina of Synergias Group, we are welcoming now the lovely Jessica. Jessica works on the Candela Princess yacht, and this is part of the Candela Group. We've actually welcomed
quite a few people from the restaurant Candela to the program to talk about the wonderful setup and the new vibe that they've got here in the Old Town. Then they've also got now Candelita, which is like a very relaxed vibe on the Paseo. And now they've got the Candela Princess Yacht, putting it all together for a really 5-star luxury experience. And this young lady, Jessica, you work on the yacht.
That's right. That's right. I'm actually the deckhand and hostess.
You look way too like princessy to be a deckhand.
Oh, I am
Hostess
barefooted with my
theatre.
little shorts, and I'm going. Yeah.
So have you always liked sailing? Is this something that you grew up doing, or what's the love with?
Yes,
or what brought you in this path?
This is something that just woke up again this summer, and I used to work on cruise ships back in the day for Royal Caribbean and other cruise lines, where I was part of the entertainment group, dealing with all the fun activities. And many years later, I just thought this summer would be a great opportunity to get back to sea. Yeah.
So were you sailing with your family when you were a kid? Is this like a passion? Because you can't just say like, okay, I'm going to be a deckhand on a boat.
No, well, I was never a deckhand. On the cruise ships, it was more about entertainment, and this time it just came to me.
Everything
You know,
fell
it
into
just came to
place.
me, and it fell into place. And I actually had to go to Malaga to do a course to learn to be. It's like
How exciting is that?
it was so much fun. We got to do firefighting, so I can put out all the fires now. Life saving. We learn how to resuscitate, how to save people at sea, how to survive at sea in case of any, accidents. So I spent about 2 weeks in Malaga taking this course.
When they say hostess with the mostess, they really mean it. But it's important, isn't it, on a yacht? Because you've got a lot of people in your responsibility. It's
Absolutely, yeah.
important not to panic
Yes.
and then know what to do.
Yeah,
It's a
so-
great combination with your entertainment aspect as well as now the survival skills.
Absolutely. There's one part of having great fun, but then also to stay safe.
So what is the format? How big is the yacht? Tell us what we can do with your yacht. What's on offer?
Yes, it's actually we charter for, it could be anywhere from 4, 6, 8 hours. So we have all different groups. You can have a wonderful romantic trip with just your partner, and you can come with all your friends or family. We've got up to 12 passengers maximum. And with our Candela group, we also offer catering on board, so we can.
That's what I was thinking with a lovely restaurant and
Yes.
what have you. Is how you can do all the food perfectly.
Exactly. So we don't actually cook on board, but we do get our food from the restaurants if the client wants it. Of course, it's not something that we impose, but if they want some food, we have the wonderful Candela food, and they bring it on board for us, where I just plate it beautifully and present it to them and take care of them.
Where is it parked? Can we do like parked
Oh
parties
yes,
as well?
we are right in beautiful Puerto Banús, right on. Right across from Picasso Pizzeria, like the
that road down there.
Yeah, it's Pantano number 2.
Yes. It's a very good a nice address.
Yes, it's perfect. Yes.
So it's an interesting addition, I think, to the group, because as I say, we've had the new manager came onto the program a little while ago, and with Elsa, with quite a few times being on the program, because I love it when you have one of our such a character restaurant as Candela, and then to see like with the German wines and things, I'm laughing. It's like we're in Spain, but people want they want that, those options.
Yeah.
But to now add on a yacht, it's kind of like a curious addition. I think is it the owner just following his whims? It's like I like to sail, I like to eat.
Exactly. Well, the owner has a little bit of history at sea as well. He grew up. He became part of a charter school, a sailing school. I'm sorry, and he just has a lot of love for the sea, and so he wanted to incorporate that with his group, and why not combine the wonderful food with a nice day at sea?
I think it's absolutely fabulous and lovely to see that you've basically reinvented yourself to just do something completely different, taking it very seriously.
Yes, I have been in Marbella for almost 10 years, and I've been working a lot on my own, creating my own projects. And this summer I said, I want to get away from the computer and get into some fun action type of job, and this was fantastic.
And this is how you do it.
Yeah, and I am staying here because it just fell into my lap, but it's a beautiful opportunity, and I love this company because they have so many great opportunities. And apart from being the hostess on the yacht, because when there's a low season, now we've got the restaurants to take care of. So I have been assigned to be the ambassador for the restaurants as well, to do some public relations for them, to promote them, and just grow together.
I think it's an absolutely fabulous for the group, the Candela group, and I'm also for you personally, Jessica. I think it's a lovely journey that you're on. You're obviously growing, enjoying the adventure.
Yes.
And, that's the way, really, if you can enjoy your work like you are doing, then basically we've got it made.
Yes, my children are 18 and 16, and I thought, why not? It's time to get back to some adventures.
Some things for you too.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations. We look forward to watching the progress and taking a little trip.
Yes,
Do
you are
check it
welcome.
out and find out if this is something for you. Sounds great for birthdays, weddings, just for romancing, whatever, or something really fun.
Yeah, it could be anything. Even we just had a corporate group on board from Jaguar and Land Rover. They selected from 25 countries in Europe. They've selected their best salespeople, and they've joined us. We joined 4 yachts, went out to sea together, and had a great celebration for the company. So it could be corporate, family, romance, friends, any celebration.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to share this with us.
Thank you.
Lots of fun.
Thank you. We'll see you on board.
I look forward to it. Ahoy now. Hi, Captain. Linear Director has come up with a squatter policy for just €24 a year. You don't have to have your home insurance with them. This is a completely separate matter to protect you from squatters. For more information, call 952 147834 or their website, lineardirector.com. I can't believe that I haven't seen my next guest since February. Her name is Dr. Beren Parry, and she's absolutely gorgeous, and she's very, very knowledgeable, a doctor, but also very versed in all the natural things that can help us with our health. Lovely to see you again. How's your summer been?
It's been amazing, so
been away,
much going on. I've been away. I travel a lot at the moment, but I always come back to wonderful Marbella because that's home, and it's also where all my friends are. So it's an amazing place.
It's amazing because you do travel a lot and you get to be in a lot of very cool countries, and it's interesting to see how many people are worldly, and yet Marbella is the gem. It's where everybody likes to come back to.
It is there's nothing to beat it, really. It's wonderful here.
Today we're going to talk about longevity, which I think is a lovely topic that you've chosen, because most of us, fortunately, we're living nice lives, want to live as long as possible in as good as health as possible.
Exactly.
In fact, I literally just started to go and start doing strength training.
Very good.
Because
that's very good.
I found it very difficult to pick my grandkids up. When you're like, here, take the child, as opposed to here is your child. And you lose muscle mass without realizing it. Happened without knowing.
Exactly.
Suddenly it's on you and you're just not what you used to be.
Well, it's funny that you should say that, because they are now saying that muscle is the organ of longevity. Because without muscle, you will age. So what you've done is a very wise choice.
Well, I'm delighted. But I do see it, like the falling over, your bones get weak.
Yes.
And if your muscles are also weak, there's nothing to hold it all together.
That's right. And accidents happen, and then bones get broken, and then that's not a good thing at all.
We probably should start younger talking about these things, because I suddenly found myself in it. And I think a lot of women, it happens the same.
Yes.
So really, actually, when I think years back, I was walking through, I think Harrods, and I came down the escalator, and this girl offered me like a wrinkle cream. And I was maybe 19 and 20, and I looked at it, I was offended. And yet thinking back, it's like, well, possibly not necessarily creams, but there are certain things we could start doing younger to then ensure that we're healthier when we're older. But it's never too late to start, right?
It's never, and but prevention is better than cure, but it's never too late to start. So those are the two rules.
How would you start us out on on this mission?
I always say that there are 5 areas that you can biohack. Now, what is biohacking? That means that you use the latest science and technology to understand how you can get younger, doing certain activities and taking certain natural supplements, so biohacking. But there are 5 main areas. So you have nutrition, you have exercise, then you have hormones, then you have something called peptides, which is new, but the most effective out of all of them. So, and stress is the final one, because stress is really, if we don't manage our stress, we produce a lot of cortisol, and that ages us terribly.
What is cortisol exactly?
It's a hormone. So,
okay.
Yes, so it's what we call the fight or flight hormone. So if we go back to prehistoric times, if we were being chased by an animal, our cortisol would spike really high to force us to run very fast and get very hungry, and also it would create a lot of inflammation in the body because blood flow would go in the wrong direction. So right now what happens is that if we produce too much cortisol, it makes us older.
Wow.
Yes.
And I think a lot of us suffer from stress, and we have our stress levels. What would be the basics to control stress levels? What would be the basic things as we're on this topic?
Well, you know what it is? It's actually stress resilience. So when you get stress resilient, then you can cope, because how can we control stress? Stress happens to us and then we get stressed. But what we do with that getting stressed is the most important thing. If we become resilient to it, then the cortisol doesn't spike and then we're okay.
So basically it's like being aware of how your body's reacting. If you catch yourself stressing, it's like, okay, this isn't good for me, and get a grip on it.
That's right. And there are natural supplements called adaptogens. So adaptogens are herbs that actually help to balance your cortisol. So those are the ideal ones to take if you're someone who's very stressy.
Okay. I mean, because there are some people who just are anxious in their way of being. As well, not necessarily being instigated by pressure and work and what have you.
I find I'm prescribing adaptogens every single day.
And these are natural, because you're very big on and this is why I'm very big on you, because you're very big on natural.
Yes.
You're a doctor, so you understand the actual medicinal aspect, but then your first option is to a natural remedy.
Exactly. It's always about natural. We don't want a chemical anywhere, because that's going to produce side effects, and it's also not sustainable.
I like that. See? Dr. Berenbach. So we're looking at longevity. One is the cortisol, and you said that is a hormone, but hormones in general, I mean, they drive us crazy. I think men too, isn't it? There's a certain age that their hormones start going crazy and our body just starts flipping out. We can't eat the same things.
Exactly. And you have menopause and you have andropause. That's the male version.
Oh, really? There's a name for it? Andropause.
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 Yes.
For the androgynous man.
Absolutely. So, and it's the same thing. The hormones start to go downhill, because biologically we programmed to actually die in our 30s and 40s, because that's what used to happen. We would either be eaten by an animal, or we'd get a serious disease because there were no antibiotics at that stage. After that, the hormones go downhill. So we have to do something about them. Otherwise, that will age us dramatically. Sometimes we can produce a bit of natural hormone ourselves, but a lot depends on our own health of our adrenal glands, which is what produces those hormones.
I know that when I was going through menopause, I was very nervous to take any of the medications. I mean, I'm also talking 10 years ago, I started with the menopause syndrome, but I was really very nervous of taking this. So I just bit the bullet and just didn't do anything. But I do see there are women who are taking natural supplements and things now, and they're not suffering as much. It's not necessary to just to deal with it.
Exactly. Well, probably it was a good thing not to take the chemicals, because that actually can cause other health problems. So you did the right thing.
So this is what my feelings were.
Yes, your feelings were right, because in those days we didn't have natural bioidentical hormones. Now we have that. So that's made from plants. That's fine to take, but you still have to be careful of the dose. You've got to go to a natural medicine doctor, practitioner, or natural hormone specialist, because if you get the dose wrong, then it's also not good.
Well, it's funny you say that. The other day, a friend of mine sent me pictures of her covered in these enormous red blotches and rashes. She'd had to go to emergency because she'd overdosed on matcha.
Well, this
And
is
you
an
wouldn't think
ideal
that, but
example.
she overdosed on
Yes.
that tea, and you just like,
Yes,
how can
yes.
you overdose? But yes, you can, even
You
with
can,
natural
yes.
herbs and
Yes.
things. You need to be careful.
So even with natural medicines, you have to be careful. So you have to treat them like the chemical medicines and know the dosage, know your patient, know their weight, know how much to give them.
What was the instigation for you, the encouragement to, apart from your medical background, to say, no, I'm going to really get into this natural aspect to deal with everything, but on a natural path? What was your incentive?
Well, you know, I had my son when I was 18. So I then realized my body went through these enormous changes. So I said, how can I get back the same body again and my health back, but without having to use chemicals? And I was very fortunate because I went to university in this place called Stellenbosch that had a natural medicine institute right next door. So I was studying both things at the same time, finance at the university and natural medicines and naturopathy at the early age of 22.
Wow.
So that started it, yeah.
So you've always had this passion, and obviously now you've got it to, like, almost like a fine science.
Yes, yes. So eventually, you know, I did my nutritional degrees and then I did the PhD and doctorate in natural medicine. So now it's really the only area that I specialize in.
Okay, so for living longer, we've got our keeping our cortisol levels down, regulating our hormones.
Yes.
Nutrition's a big one.
It's a huge one because nutrition is all about a hormone called insulin. So when we don't get the insulin right, it ages us terribly. Even there's an argument, is it worse than cortisol? I think they're probably both as bad as each other, because if you have too much sugar in your blood, that will create inflammation and give you a lot of disease as well.
The only time I heard of insulin was because my father was diabetic and my uncle, but it's funny because, not funny,
Yeah.
funny strange, not funny ha-ha. My uncle never overate, never did, like, everything was fine, very normal. My father was always eating bacon sandwiches and what have you, was well overweight.
Oh,
but
yes,
they both had
yes.
exactly the same things happen to them at the same age. So at 74, they both ended up having one leg amputated, then both legs, and then they passed away. But it was funny to see, and again, not funny, ha-ha.
Yeah.
that one was completely, my dad had no control of his diet, loved to eat, and yet my uncle wasn't that way, and yet they both had the same result.
Yes, because it's genetic as well.
Oh, really?
So the tendency towards insulin resistance and therefore diabetes is genetic. But the great thing is that we can control our genes as well using lifestyle. So even if we're prone to it, if we have education and lifestyle, then that actually can sort of circumvent the gene problem.
Really is very interesting.
Yeah.
Again, if you know
Yes.
what to do, it just
Yes.
makes a big difference, because
Yes.
I think, and as I said, I'm not criticizing anybody, but I think obviously when people make money from medications and certain things,
Yes.
we don't always get to hear about the actual things that work, because people are living off the problem. So yeah, they don't really want a solution. And that makes it a bit challenging sometimes.
It does, yes. Big Pharma have a huge influence in the communication of natural medicine. So it is a pity.
What would be like the basic nutrition? Is it, people have started doing now these, what is it, like we fasting for 18 hours, intermittent fasting, and there's all
Yes.
the different things that people are talking about for having a healthy nutrition. What would be your suggestion?
So
like a daily intake and what have you?
Yes, it all comes under the umbrella of anti-inflammatory. So when your nutrition is anti-inflammatory, then it's a good thing. Now,
Is that like the acid and alkali?
it's
or is that
partly
different?
that. It's partly that, but it's also anything with sugar inflames. Anything with seed oils inflames, anything processed inflames. So you take that out, the sugar, the seed oil and the processed food, and you already have a good diet.
Seed oil, what do you mean by seed oil?
Any oil that's not olive oil is made from seeds. So
So we got very big on sunflower seeds, for
sunflower,
example.
canola, all these oils, even vegetable oil is now considered to be not only carcinogenic, but also very inflammatory in the body.
It's amazing, and the things that
Yeah.
we just don't know.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, it was like the big thing when the sunflower oil came out, and
Yes, and
corn
now
oil and
now
what
it's
have
not
you.
a good idea
Not a
at
good
all.
idea.
Olive oil is wonderful though.
yes,
Yeah.
but even the olive oil, you have to be careful, like, to not fry it over a certain temperature, because then that changes the composition as well.
And the other problem with olive oil, you have to be careful that they haven't added seed oil in secretly. Because then you think you're having olive oil if it's cheaper one, and they've added in the seed oil. There was a huge problem in the USA where that was happening a lot.
It really is, actually, we have come to the point where we need to read the packaging. they do put things on there, like on
Yes.
toothpaste, it actually says,
Yes.
do not basically swallow because it's poison. And we're, and we've got shoving in our babies and our kids' mouths and what have you, and our own.
Exactly.
We really do need to read
Yes.
the packaging.
Exactly. Exactly.
What else can we take into consideration?
So the new natural medicine that is going to become the future of natural medicine is something called peptide.
I love the name.
So a peptide is actually a group of amino acid proteins that have been put together to serve a certain purpose. And nowadays what they're doing, these natural medicine laboratories are creating these peptide medicines which help on so many levels. It can help with inflammation, weight, problems with blood sugar, even libido, balancing hormones. Everything can be helped via these peptides. So that's, I'm doing a lot of education with other doctors and nutritionists now about peptide therapy because it is considered to be the medicine of the future.
Like, what is it exactly? I mean, it sounds great, but I'm still not understanding what it really is.
Well, if you think a protein molecule, so whether that you would take from, for instance, from anything, could be from plant or from animal, you take the protein molecule and then you break it down further and then you create something called amino acids.
Okay.
And those amino acids get grouped together and they're called peptides.
Fascinating stuff. I go back to school. But we do need to know, and as I say, the older I get, the realize you need to know so we can be aware, so we can watch out for things that are, what we're putting in our bodies, first of all.
Exactly. And then if everyone knows that they have this natural medicine available, because so many times we give up because we can't find a solution. The chemical medicine doesn't work. Maybe the vitamins and minerals don't work. You've done all our hormone balancing, but we still don't feel well. And now there's yet another option that can help.
Do you have like certain tests and things when people come to see you that you can analyze their overall being to know where to start? Because sometimes, how do you know where to begin?
Exactly, yes. There are several really important tests. First of all, a DNA test. So that checks what your DNA looks like in terms of all of these things: detoxification, inflammation.
You can see that information.
Yes, you can even see food intolerance. You can see via your DNA test nowadays.
Wow.
Whether you have a tendency to put on weight, you can see that too. Skin problems, you can see. Mind problems, mental problems, you can see via DNA. So DNA testing is very, very big now. And then, of course, gut testing, because our gut is the basis of the start of any health issue. So we have a gut test that looks at things like parasites, bacteria, digestion, all the things that happen with the gut. And then the hormone test. There's a special test called the Dutch test that will measure 30 different hormones and tell you exactly what's going on with them.
It really is like medicine is. It's like you're blowing me away, to be honest with you.
Yes.
I'm hearing you say that with the parasites. I've heard a lot of talks lately about parasites potentially being the cause of even dementia, Alzheimer's, because we've got parasites in our brain, and we don't think of that in us humans. But particularly as Brits with our bacon and our sausages,
And sushi.
And sushi. I have a friend who actually, Juan Munoz, was sculpting. He passed away from a boqueron that had one of these worms in it.
Yes.
And we don't think about it. We don't talk about it. But I believe that this is coming into something that we all need to be aware of.
We do, especially with things like raw fish. But even if you're eating a salad in a restaurant, there's a risk. So you have to be really careful these days.
Is it true that pumpkin seeds and things like this are good for deparasiting?
Yes, pumpkin seeds have some special natural chemicals that are anti-parasitic. And then we also have a natural medicine that is comprised of several different herbs that are also highly anti-parasite. So that's great. Once you know, you can do something about it and it clears it. So that's really good news.
And it's important also, I think, to clear it the right way, because I have another friend who gave herself a parasite clean. But obviously, as they killed them, they all must have just released all their toxins, because she was severely ill, really, really ill. So that's also something I believe you have to do
it with a doctor.
Exactly. Don't just go doing it yourself, because I think that's self-treatment. And she made herself ill, and I'm thinking it was probably all the parasites just like letting go and like.
You are absolutely right.
Everything.
And that's right. And then all those leftover dead parasites also start to ferment. So then you have problems with candida. So we tend to have a candida clear and a parasite block, and those two have been medicinally tested. You don't detox too fast, but you do kill off over a period of time.
So how can people come and see you to like say, okay, test me?
Well, it's easy. I have my main office, obviously my main surgery is in Gibraltar, but I do visit various clinics along the coast, and I also work a lot on Zoom, online. So that's all possible. Whatever anyone prefers. And I also have my functional health practitioners who help now because we're so busy, and we have 14 practitioners who've been trained by me that help.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, it must be, because how do you cover?
Yes, I can't cover everything anymore.
Exactly.
It's too popular now, which is good. So
It is, you're doing a good job.
Thank
and
you.
you also write, you have several, I mean, like, sure, you've got loads, you've written loads of books. Tell us a little bit about how we can buy your books and what subjects and topics you cover.
Well, yes, if you go onto Amazon, they're all there. I have an Amazon author page, and I have a lot of information about anti-inflammatory techniques, especially with nutrition. I have lots of recipe books as well, anti-aging as well. Now, my new book is going to be about the ultimate way of longevity. So that's going to be a new one. But the books are all there, and they're quite, and you know, they're not expensive. So for $3 or $4, you can download a book. So
No, and it makes sense because you've got that point of reference.
Yes.
Just as a guideline, because I know also we're hearing, I like to watch TED Talks and all different things, but again, talking about the acidity and the alkalinity of the body is a big difference, because disease can't live in an alkaline body.
Yes, and acid sometimes as well. It depends on the disease.
On the disease and what our body, I suppose, it makes a difference as well, how we are.
Yes, we shouldn't be too acidic or too alkaline. We have to be in
swimming pools.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to do those tests if we haven't got too alkaline.
Exactly.
And that's what you do. You do that litmus test to see exactly
to see where everyone is.
Where everybody is.
Yeah, because it's all about balance.
Health is about balance. It takes a long time to do a diagnostic.
It's normally it goes to the lab and it takes 2 to 3 weeks, most of them.
But when we come to see you, for example, I suppose a couple of hours to do all the testings and the conversations.
Yes, we do a pre-form so people can fill in the form online, which saves a lot of time. And then it takes about an hour to an hour and a half. And then we decide on the testing. We do a lot of blood tests as well, quite advanced blood testing, because that's necessary. And then we also look at all these other lab tests. So it's a process over a period of time. You know, your health didn't get how it is in 1 week or 1 month. And so when you have to unravel everything and then improve, it takes a while as well.
Well, it's lovely to see the passion you have for what you do.
Yes.
You know, no wonder you're successful, because when you do something with love and with such professionalism at the same time.
Thank you.
You make medicine fun.
Thank you. That's good to hear.
Thank you so much for the chat, and very much look forward to the next time. We're not going to leave it as long for next time.
No, we won't. We won't.
Okay.
Yes, it was an absolute pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure.
On camera, absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Do check out Dr. Beren Parry. You can call her. I've rung many times. A friend who was sick, I need oxygen. She's like, okay.
I remember, yeah.
So we can work it out. So definitely a doctor that cares, which is really important in our community. So we're very lucky to have such good medical services here. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
And to finish the programme, not only do we have Christina, the lovely operations manager here at La Fonda, we have the restaurant manager, Julia, coming to say goodbye, and do come and visit them at the hotel. As you say, you've got tapas, you've got restaurants, you've got cocktails, and you've got delightful people. Check out recordings of the programme from our tvmarbella.tv website, or go to my website, nicoleking.es, for links to my column, the Marbella Moments in the Euro Weekly News, to the programme, and also to our Zero Hero website with an ever-increasing list of venues that reward designated driver with free soft drinks. Care yourselves, be nice to each other, and we'll see you soon. Bye.